Well, tonight was a little bit different. We didn't shoot the ball nearly as well as we had been shooting it, but got out rebounded, which is a little frustrating. But I thought between Sarah getting us going early and then Mac doing some good things throughout the game, I thought Chloe was really, really good tonight again for us, which has been so important. But road wins are hard, and we're obviously happy that we're getting out of here with a road win. But uncharacteristic of a night on a night that we didn't shoot the ball as well as we've been shooting it.
Questions for Coach? Seth, go ahead.
Terry, I know you were lamenting the team shooting, but Sarah set the 3-point record tonight. It feels like she's become so much more consistent and well-rounded this season. Just how has she kind of gone about developing that type of consistency?
And she has, Seth. I'm glad that you led with that reminder that she's been terrific, and she has played with confidence. And I know you guys probably watched it, but they were physical with her tonight. And as we move forward, more teams are going to be. But she's continued to shoot it at a really high level for us. I've talked about her ability to put it on the deck and be aggressive and just not be a catch and shoot kind of kid. And so I love how aggressive she's played. She also has to, guard on the other end really hard. And so, I'm really, really happy that she was able to get this, get the new record tonight. It's special for her. And I know that she was, and her teammates were really happy for her.
Do we have any other questions for Coach? Matthew, go ahead.
Hi, Terry. Chloe, similar to Sarah, hit four threes tonight, and she's made 9 in the past 2 games. I guess, how does that really elevate your offense when she's shooting that well, and does that give her more of a green light?
Oh yeah, she, all of our kids, they have a green light, and the reason they have a green light, and I've talked about this forever, is just because of the work that they do in practice, outside of practice, on their shots. I mean, they put in the work, and because of it, you see us shooting the way that we're capable of shooting. But it really helps us offensively. There's no doubt. She looked really good. All 4 of them looked really good coming out of her hands. And what we're seeing right now is a very, very confident Chloe Moore McNeil.
Chloe.
Yeah, Terry, you've talked a lot about kind of the third quarter struggles that you guys have had, and kind of went away versus Michigan State, then came back today with only 7 points in the third quarter. Just what was different in this third quarter today? We
didn't hit shots. You look at our third quarter. We didn't hit very many shots. Yarden, we opened up the third quarter with wide open look for Yarden, although we were trying to stick the ball into Mac, but Yarden's open, and she misses bad. We were 3 for 13. We shoot 23% in the third. And as I said to those guys in there, what we can't do, there has to be a lesson learned. Oftentimes it's always from losses that you learn lessons, but there's a great lesson here tonight that we learned after a win. And anytime your shot's not falling, and that happened to us in the third quarter, that doesn't mean our defense can go down the toilet. And I thought that we were thinking about, the shots that we missed, and I don't know if we felt bad for ourselves, but I thought we lacked a lot of, toughness, grittiness, just defensively. And, as I said, that's a bad habit. That's a bad habit to develop, and we're not going to be that team. And so that's when you're in your defense, when you're not shooting it well, that's when your defense has to, become greater and better, and stops are that much more important. And then maybe you get a run out and you see that thing go through the hoop and you feel a little bit different. But I thought it affected us tonight defensively. Those shots not falling in the third, and that just can't happen.
Seth.
Terry, you've talked a lot about, how much more confident and aggressive Chloe's been playing. And I know you and, some of her teammates have talked a lot just about how much more of a leadership role she's taken on this year. Just how has she kind of gone about finding her voice as this season's gone on?
Well, I think we've had to kind of nudge her and push her a little bit. Like, you have to. Chloe is not a kid that she, just talks just to talk. And and much like Grace Bergers, some of the great leaders that we've had, Allie Patberg, they don't say a whole lot, but when they do, it means something. And she has, and you've heard me say this, she's gotten after him a couple times this year, and her team has responded to her. Not that we've always won, but they've responded to her. And so we've just continued to encourage her, Seth, to like, you have to have a voice, you have to lead us. They're listening to you, they respect you, your experience, and they know that, and she works so hard in practice. She always has the toughest assignment. And then she has to run our team. And so I think there's a great level of respect that her teammates have for her. But she's done, like you said, she just has morphed with every game. That leadership comes out a little bit more, and that's a really good thing for our team.
Talia.
Hey, Coach, just a little bit more on Sarah. What's she like after a game like this where she's shooting it pretty well? And just what are you going to miss most about her as a person?
Oh gosh. She's same Sarah, very quiet, stoic. You'll get a smile out of her, as we did in the locker room, when we congratulated her and her teammates are, hugging on her and all of that. So, Sarah first of all, she has a very, very, I love laughter. I love sense of humor, and she has one of those. She's pretty dry, but she has an unbelievable personality. She's a great teammate. I think she's a great friend, to those guys in that locker room. And she's another kid that I think all of them, they look up to and respect just because of her work. We all think the same thing, Talia. Anytime that thing leaves her hands, we all believe it's going in. That's how much confidence that she gives us.
All right.
I guess just what was tonight like for you? Obviously breaking that record is a pretty cool moment. Did you realize you were going to break it tonight? What was your initial kind of reaction?
Well, I had heard some things about how I was close to breaking the record, like before coming into the game, but honestly, I didn't really know, like, for sure how many away I was really, like, just honestly trying to focus on the game, like, think about really nothing else other than that. And then, obviously after the game, they told me and all that. So it was obviously a good feeling for sure.
Sarah, I mean, how big of a deal is it for you to do something like this? I know last season didn't go, exactly 100% the way you wanted it to, but to come out and have a season like this and do something like that, just how cool is that for you?
No, yeah, definitely. Obviously means a lot because I've put a lot of work into the game and obviously my game especially. Just working on improving over the off season to be able to be where I'm at today. And obviously an accomplishment like this doesn't happen without like my teammates for sure. So it was definitely a good feeling.
Mackenzie, just how much fun is it for you to be out there with Sarah, and just how much do you trust her with the ball every time you get it to her?
Yeah, I mean, when we're on the same side of the floor, it's, you make a decision if you want to help off Sarah Scalia, and usually I don't think you should ever help off Sarah Scalia because every time the ball leaves her hands, I think it's going in, and I think it's the confidence she has in herself, and she knows we have confidence in her as well. But she's an elite shooter, and even if you are guarding her, she's gotten really good at creating space off the dribble and still being able to hit the shots.
Mackenzie, how much does it elevate this team's ceiling going forward to have Sarah playing at this type of level?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when she's shooting it at the clip she's shooting it at, it really spaces the floor out for us, especially, her and alongside Chloe, who was also lights out tonight. So just having the ability to knock down shots from the perimeter, I think we shot 50% from three tonight. That's not easy to do, but it's all the work that they're putting in every single day.
Sarah, you have a lot of family here tonight. Who's here besides your parents? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, my family here, my mom, my dad, and then I have a lot of extended family, my aunt, my uncle, my cousins, and a lot of like my family, I have family from Illinois, that came down for this game. So I just had a lot of relatives here.
How cool was that for you to be able to have that moment after that kind of game with that much family there?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, it's a really good feeling, because, my family, I'm really close to my family and they supported me all, throughout all the highs and lows. And so it's definitely, accomplishing something like this and experiencing it with them too, after the game was, definitely felt really good.
Sarah, and the 3-pointer you hit that kind of set that mark was, it was a big shot in the game. At least it seemed like they were on, they had held you guys quiet for most of the third quarter, and that really kind of springboarded you guys into the last quarter. Just how big of a shot did that feel like, in the flow of the game?
Yeah, we kind of had a slow start there in the third quarter, and we kind of needed to get something going, on offense, especially. So to be able to hit that shot, in that time of the game was definitely, important, and it kind of helped us, bring our momentum back to our side to finish it out.
And Sarah, to kind of go off an earlier question, you've had 8 or 9 threes in the past 2 games. Chloe's recently gotten going and had 8 or 9 as well. So I guess what's it kind of been like to play alongside her as she's kind of heating up?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely not surprising Chloe hitting shots from the perimeter, because we see it all the time in practice, but it's definitely good seeing Chloe have that confidence to shoot it and stick it, especially these past 2 games. And it obviously opens it up on the perimeter, and opens up for Mac down low too. So it's definitely it's good for our whole team all around.
Do you have anything else for our student athletes? All right, ladies, thank you.
Thank you.